In this clip I'm going to show you a selection of about a dozen pointed hand axes. There's rather a lot of them on this site. This is just a small selection of the ones I've just picked out at random. I'll show you each of them individually. They all show beautiful signs of working. So we'll start with this one. This is a beautiful hand axe. Note the original patina, the way it's been worked on the edges, how it's been smoothed round here where the palm goes. A lovely point with this classical typical notch that's found on this site, probably used as a spoke shave. Lovely worked point. And a large hand axe. The next one is also rather large. See how they left the fossil here as an artistic representation. Smooth butt on the back where the grip goes. Here, lovely. And down to the worked point. It's the second one. The third one's rather crude, but shows lovely signs of working. Classical shape. This one's been worked both sides. It's a Proto-Achalian hand axe. Flat on the top, where it was the butt, right down to the point. The next one's a rather crude version. Again, the rounded butt with the patina left on, the old patina with the calcium deposits, and of course the deposits on the actual points. Again, worked to a lovely point. The next one, these are rather heavy. This is a large hand axe, and these points, this on the top gives beautiful grip. Only worked on one side. Worked down here and the other side to the point. No more work's done on it than is necessary. An effective tool, very heavy. It would have taken a large hand to have used it. I have 30 or 40 like this, all pretty much the same size. The next one's a white oxidized one. This obviously has been exposed to the surface at some point. Only worked on one side again, down to the point. Very fine retouches on the point. Lovely grip on the top again, where the cortex has been left on, because when chopping you'd probably get bloody and greasy hands, and this would give a good grip. This is a beautiful tool, this one. Extremely finely worked. Beautifully worked down to a point here and here. Nice bulb of percussion. And again, only worked on one side, right down to this lovely point. Large tool. Next one, beautiful workings on it, almost proto-levallois, although this was much earlier. Again, an oxidized point. It's been rather crudely worked, but you can see it's exactly the same design, creative design in the mind of the person that made it. Cortex being left on the top for grip. Nicely worked on both sides. The next one's another white. Got a lot of. I've left all the calcium deposits on this. You can. I haven't cleaned this one very well, which shows how aged it is. Beautiful flat platform for grip, and also that yellow stuff in there seems to be like a yellow ochre. I found this on a number of tools, and it could be that they had some sort of grip around it or decorated them in some way. Again, beautifully worked. The next one is a smaller version. Lovely point again, with a cutting edge on this one. worked on the other side to a nice point as well. Again, the cortex for the grip. Then the next one of my favourites actually, beautiful, lovely signs of percussion on this. It's a handaxe with a beautiful cutting edge on it as well. Worked beautifully on both sides, right down to this cutting edge, and this cutting edge is lovely. It doesn't really photograph very well. That's the notch down to the point. Definitely one of my favourites, this one, love it. This one my son found actually recently. Lovely, huge, heavy handaxe. Worked magnificently in this caramel coloured stone. Worked down to this lovely point on all sides. The cortex has been left on with the original patina. Big heavy tool that. And the last one, again this is just worked on one side, that's the side that isn't worked. Here you can see how it's been worked down the sides to the point with a flat bit on top for the grip. Again, another handaxe, also with the notch on the side, which seems to be rather typical of those found around here. Anyway, there's a lot more of these handaxes. This is just a selection of a dozen. I'll be putting up much more in the future. Enjoy. Thank you.